host, your manager. So, what young entrepreneurs need to understand early? Oh my God, man. Yes, man, growth, your environment. Let's get to it. So, you have to understand comfortability, it kills growth. By you being comfortable, bro, it makes it very difficult for you to level up. You must understand that for you to actually pull off whatever you're trying to pull off in your head, regardless of, your dreams, what you want, you have to be willing to be uncomfortable to get it. For me, I had a lot of uncomfortable moments. Speaking in front of 300 people, um, constantly willing to fail in front of people, willing to look slow in front of, I didn't care because I needed the help. Hey, bro, put me on game. I don't care how I look. Did I get the lesson? What you know what I mean? So my understanding was a lot different than everybody else's. But you have to be willing to be uncomfortable. Comfortability, it kills it. You need to learn, man. You need to lean into the discomfort. You need to seek new environments, try different things, move through fear. Fear is going to be the biggest thing that holds you back. Chasing distractions. Man, my old self, man, look, remove all distractions. Remove them. Shout out to the beautiful women. Yeah, hey, you gotta go. For real, like, hey, you gotta go. If you in a relationship, you have to understand that they're going to be that person that assists you as you are in this entrepreneur spirit. Is understand that you are tapping into environments that you're going to need to lean on in a sense, and that's what that person aside is you, that's their role. So vices, gambling, man, you speaking to a person that have a few vices. I ain't kicked a few of them. I've replaced a few of them, but vices is vices. So you have to understand that if it's slowing you down, remove it. It gotta go. Same thing with drugs, substance. Remove it. Gotta go. To each his own. I'm a marijuana smoker. I love marijuana. But there's times where I feel like I'm having too much fun with it. Gotta go. Go on a 6 month, year break, wherever it take. Gotta go. And some people say it's discipline, but it's me trying to get to where I actually want to be. And I realize, you get distracted. Negative environments, that's a huge one for some people. You got to remove yourself from around away from negative people. If you negative, you can't be around me. Seriously, you gonna mess up my goddamn persuade. I'm over eating shrimps, metaphorically. I'm eating lobsters. I'm having fun. I'm over here with Oprah, metaphorically. Like, that's where my head is. We having fun. So don't come over here if you negative Natalie. If you negative Susie, you negative Tom, don't come over here. You know what I mean? Like, stop. Don't do that. You're gonna fuck up what I got going on. Then you gonna put me in a mood that I feel comfortable in this mood. Experience over money. This is a big one. This is something I had to learn the hard way. Don't chase the money, chase the experience. The experience is going to get you in the door. The experience is going to keep you in the door. Experience is those things. Experience is the thing is being able to talk the talk and walk the walk. That's a life changer right there. My experience have definitely kept me in the room multiple times. See, to me, consistency was the thing that got me in the room, but experience was the thing that kept me in the room. So your experience, being willing to go through trial and error, being willing to get a mentor if you need to, being willing to be vulnerable, I should say. Anything that involves, don't matter how you look, you're willing to go through it. So mentorships is very important. Trial and error, consistency, reprogramming your brain. This is something that most people don't talk about. A lot of the things that we've been passed down from generation to generation to generation. My mom, my mom's mom, my mom's mom's mom, my grandpa, all these people, they're passing down certain experiences, certain environments, certain skills, certain knowledge. They're passing down certain things. And when you get into an entrepreneurship, you have to deprogram your actual brain and reprogram your brain. Stop. Let me help you out. So, all the things that you were taught, for me, I like to start with this: good debt and bad debt. There's a difference. So, you need to understand, how debt actually works. That's a huge one. I was always taught when I was younger: stay out of debt. Don't get debt. Debt is bad for you. Again, you hear all these things. Financial literacy, it was not taught in my household. I really don't know too many. Well, understand, don't trick yourself out your position. It's chess. Your environment shapes, look, your environment shapes your belief. Yes, 100%. The people around you, no disrespect, dads, moms, cousins, uncles, brothers, people that if they have a negative opinion about something, first of all, you need to understand that they are projecting their experience onto you. Your experience may be different than theirs. They're projecting their fears. They're protecting you by giving you this information, but they're projecting how they feel onto you. So you have to understand that your environment is going to dictate your reality. If you want change, you want growth, you got to go chase growth. You got to go chase change. That's a difficult thing for some people, and it's okay. It's okay. But you have to be willing to be vulnerable, ask for help, and move accordingly. So you have to understand being around the people who you are like, with the old saying, birds together, flock together. That shit is real. You want to position yourself and be around people that already have done it. Like, again, when I got into real estate, perfect example. When I got into real estate, I didn't tell too many people. So this funny how it happened. I didn't tell too many people, but my closest cousins, they noticed it quicker than anybody else because I was always around them and I was always talking to them. Why is he on the phone so much? Why you can't hang out like that? So I had to show them what I was doing, and at first they was like, uh, "You always be doing, we'll see." He's still doing it. Oh shit! 2 years later, he's still doing this shit. Oh shit! 3 years, 4 years, you got you a team. Oh shit! So you educate yourself, like it is. So you have to understand the people around you, especially the ones that's close to you. They gonna notice it first before anybody. The moment you start doing things different, that's a good thing because I mean growth is there. But you have to understand that your environment is going to dictate your reality. The people you're around. I understood that going into it. I understood that. Perfect example. I said, you will lose friends. You're going to lose friends along the way. Nah, this is something that I ain't gonna lie. I really didn't have a big circle like that just because how I move. But those who were in my circle and those that I had to remove and those, it definitely touched me. Oh shit, damn. That's going to which one are them that's going to dictate their reality or your reality. Failure is necessary. Oh my God. Yes, you got to fail. You gotta fuck up. You gotta learn how to take a L. So you gotta be willing to fuck up. You gotta be willing to hit your head, man. It's a trial and error. Again, that's why trial and error is important. That's what got me this far. Steven gave me the alley oop. Been working with him since October. I want to say October 10th of last year. So definitely got me a level up. Definitely made it easier for me to do this business. So failure is important. Time management and discipline. Oh my God. If you know how to manage your time and you discipline, bro, whatever your dreams is, it's gonna happen. Entrepreneurship, if you want a Rolls Royce, you want a Lamborghini, you're going to have it. If you can manage your time and be disciplined, you're going to have it, bro. Listen to me. You're going to have it. I'm living proof of that. My partners are living proof of that. Every entrepreneur is living proof of that. You're going to have it. Just understand time management and discipline is going to be the most important things, to keeping you and making sure you stay there and getting there, of course. This was my strategy when I went into these environments, and I might do another video on this separately, but my strategy when I went into these environments was to be so fucking valuable. You were going to have to talk to me because I'm so goddamn valuable. You're going to want to talk to me. Hold on, who is that? I need to talk to him. He has what? For me, I was always the person that brought stuff to the table. That's always been me. Remember, I ain't had no capital. When you fucked up, you got to lean on what you can lean on. And for me, I was willing to bring shit to the table. Your economics matters. Your ecosystem. So your ecosystem matters. Your ecosystem, again, who you around, who you talk to. What is your environment? You have to understand that your community, the people you lean on for help, that matters. How do you deal with problems? It matters. It all matters. For me, I was always the individual. When I had a problem, I would go to a book because nobody had the fucking resource. Nobody had the advice that I needed. See, out the gate, I jumped in, man. How can I be rich? You can't just go ask poor people how to be rich because they poor. So no disrespect. So the first thing I leaned on was books. Let me hit the books. Is going to leach into you. I'm not telling you to start removing everything, but what I'm saying is understand it all matters. So, the ultimate insight entrepreneurship is less about becoming rich and more about being capable. And that's 100% true. The action, the ability to do trial and error, the ability to adjust, the ability to be in rooms that you may be uncomfortable in. I've said this several times. One of my uncomfortable moments, I had to speak in front of 300 people. I'm over here. I'm hungry. Shout out to Pace Morby. Shout out to Pace Morby. I had 3 properties. Again, that's what I'm known for. I'm known for being active. So shout out to Pace Morby. I'm like, man, I got this. He talking about, you don't need me. You need a buyer. Good job though. Because again, I brought everything to the table and I was looking at him like, hey, I need help. He straight up, you don't need me. You need a buyer. Good job though. He told me, hey, you network with the people in here. See if somebody want to purchase. You got to work. Also, you guaranteed to win. So you have to understand, transformation is what you do in this world. And I know all these right here, you got to be strict. You this. I get it. I get it. But you have to understand where it's at. You have to understand. I have vices. I definitely, shout out to marijuana. So I'm not saying you got to be perfect. What I'm saying is you need to be aware and put things in place. Again, I told you I go on a 6 month, a year break. Hell yeah. So you have to be aware of the problems and start trying to deal with them, not ignoring them. So for me, that's what this was. But all right, guys, have a nice day. Bye.